flesh now. Do what you will with me. But I got a hold on Jesus. I got a hold on the Lord. That goes in. I give God praise. It was good grief. It was good grief. It may not feel good. It may not look good. But it's good for me. It's good for me. It didn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, the situation I'm in right now. But God said all things are working together for the good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose.
Thank you, Jesus.
It's all working together. It's all working to benefit us. But we look at the circumstance through natural eyes. And that's why the Bible says that men look on outward appearance, but God is looking at the heart. God's looking at the heart of the matter. We can only see what's going on. We only know what we know. But God's saying, look, I know from the end, from the beginning. I wrote the story, got all the way to the end, came back and hit play and just let you live it. So I already know what I have planned. I already know what I want to do in your life. But you got to trust that I'm able to do it for you. You got to trust that even though it does not look good, it does not mean that the end result is just going to be bad. Just because this does not look beneficial to you does not mean that it isn't. Everything that looks good for you is not good for you. I promise you, if you go out in the woods and you find berries on a tree and you just pick berries off a random tree, they look good to eat, but all berries are not good to eat. Some berries that you pick will kill you. And sometimes we just want to walk through life and see all the berries on the bushes, and just because we have a need or we have a want, we just want to go picking from random bushes. God said you can't go pick from any random bush. You got to go where I'm telling you to go.
Hallelujah.
You got to go where I'm telling you to go.
Thank you, Jesus.
Look, half the medicine that we go to the doctor to get and put in our system, in our body, has the potential, an element in the medicine has the potential to kill us. It has the potential to kill us. But before they put it in the capsule, before they make the elixir, they mix some bad stuff, they mix some good stuff together, because they understand that the end result is it may not taste good, but it's going to be good for us. We got to understand that Jesus is our doctor. And just because he recommended that we take something that does not taste good does not mean that it's not the solution to the problem. But we don't want to trust God all the time, because we're looking at the situation and we're looking at his antidote, and it don't seem fast enough for us. Doesn't seem like the quick fix. Doesn't seem like it's going to be the get-rich scheme that I have planned up my sleeve. It doesn't seem as fast as winning the lottery. Doesn't seem as fast as doing things my own way. But we got to learn that our own way has never really gotten us out of stuff, but rather created more issues for us. Every time we tried to figure it out, we ended up in deeper debt. Every time we tried to figure it out, we ended up owing everybody. Every time we tried to figure it out, we ended up with more problems and more mess. And bigger confusion and more problems in our tomorrow. We need to learn how to let God invest in our today as well as our tomorrow. But we just want it now. We gotta have it now. I need to have it now. This grief is good. This pain is good. Because it truly is the crushing of the olive that produces the oil. And when God is done squeezing us and squeezing us, that's when I'm going to get out of you what I've been looking for. That's when I can give you what you need. That's when I can give you the person I had for you, because you've been lonely. But I can't right now because you feel like you need them more than you need me. There's so many elements that ties into it. But I have to learn how to respond to trials and tribulations the correct way. Because I'm going to forever repetitively end up in the same situation if I don't pass the test at some point in time. If I don't pass the test, I'm just going to have to keep taking the test. Look, care what you do. Okay? If you're in school, you're taking the test, you fail, they don't pass you to the next course. They send you back to the start point. They say, oh, you got to take it over again. You do good whole semester, you mess up at the final, one or two things happen. They either tell you got to retake the course, or if your grade was good enough in the class, they let you know that you could take a test to pass to the next course. But either way, we cannot get around testing. But that's what we want to do with God. We understand it in every other principle, but the moment that God tests us, we believe that he's doing something wrong. We believe that all of a sudden, why me, Lord? Why do I have to be the one that's being tested? Why do I have to be the one that's being tried? Why do I have to be the one that's being proven? Because he got to make sure that you're just not following him for the fishes and the loaves, but you're with him because you love him.
Amen.
Look, in John chapter number 6, they followed Jesus. 4 days, no food, everything was cool, right? We know how to deal with a certain measure of lack that we're comfortable with, that's completely fine with our grade of living. Okay, God, I don't mind giving this up. I don't mind giving this up. Okay? They got the fishes and the loaves, right? After they got the fishes and the loaves, in John chapter number 7, did you see all those people? No. They disappeared. They disappeared. Everybody was gone. They followed Jesus. They heard all the miracles and all the blessings. And by day 5, they said, all right, we ain't seen no miracles. We gone. And Jesus said, look, you can't follow me because you're looking for a miracle. You got to follow me because you love me. You can't follow me because you're looking for the fishes and the loaves and the houses and the cars. You got to follow me because you love me. Look, I give you a job, and then all of a sudden you feel mighty blessed. But what happens when you don't have it? Do you still love me? Or are you just going to get mad with me? Or are you just going to be frustrated with me? Because I'm the same person that gave it to you. So I can obviously be the same person that can take it from you. And if I take it from you, it does not mean that I won't provide for you. It does not mean that at all. It just very well may mean that I'm trying to show you something. I have something else for you to do. And sometimes when God is trying to get us to step up, he has to allow us to step back from some stuff. In order for me to really be where he wants me to be, everything that I'm in right now, I can't be involved in. Everything that's in front of me, that's occupying my time from doing what he's asking me to do, sometimes God has to move it out of the way and then say, okay, what's stopping you now? This was stopping you before. This was stopping you before. That was stopping you before. And you want me to open all these doors, but you don't want to walk through the door that I opened. I can't do that. I cannot do that. Somebody in this room needs to walk through God's door and stop looking for other doors to be open, because they won't. They will not open until you walk through his door. Until you give him what he wants, there is nothing else that is coming out of it.
Hallelujah.
God sometimes puts us on spiritual lockdown in order to be able to get out of us what he's looking for. Look, it's so crazy, it's so funny. How is it that if we work and we have everywhere in the world to go, we can not produce anything? But then we don't have everything that we need and we still don't produce everything because we're panicking. And then I might have a job, but I don't have enough money, so we're always looking for side gigs, but we're not looking for what God is asking us to do. We're always trying to provide for us, but the whole time God is saying, if you make means for me, I got you.
Thank you, Jesus.
But we can't wrap our minds around that. We got to be on, I got to take care of me, and I got to do this, and I got to take care of him.
Yes.
And he will take care of you. Because if we don't take care of him, and God start taking stuff, we're just going to be frustrated. And the entire time looking for the answer that's already been given. Jesus. The windows of heaven do not open until we start giving. Amen. The windows of heaven do not open until we start giving. Amen. I was teaching Sunday school this morning, I'm through. And while I was teaching Sunday school, wonderful lesson, the principle of generous giving. And something that was stated in the first culture connection, a column in the lesson that said that God owns it all. And many times we focus in on the fact that God owns it all. We focus in on, I know that you have it, God, so everything is going to be all right, and I'm thanking you for it because you're going to give it to me because I'm giving to you. We need to learn how to give God without always an expectation of receiving it back.
Amen.
I'm not going to bargain with God in this situation and say, okay, now I'm going to give you what you want so you can give me without it. It's not about that. I just love you. And we want to tiptoe around actually loving God and just trying to sneak serving God in there with just having a basic relationship that's not so intimate that God can actually communicate with us and be honest without us getting frustrated and upset. We can't tiptoe around loving God. This is what this is all about. This is why I come to church, because I love God. This is why we sing to God, because we love him. But anytime we try to offer God something, and it's not based out of love, it's not based out of coming from our hearts, it's always going to be insufficient offering. Because God already knows whether we love him or not. God would rather us be transparent and say, Lord, God, I don't love you. I don't know how to love you. But I want to learn. And just say, Lord, I love you. And the whole time, we really don't love God. We really don't care about God. I don't want to be here for the fishes and the loaves. I don't want to be here for that. Because if I'm here for that, it's no point to it. Why am I really here? If I'm here for the fishes and the loaves, somebody going to make me mad. Somebody going to make me frustrated. I'm going to get tired of seeing you. You're going to get on my nerves. I'm not going to look at me. I'm going to just look at you. I'm going to look at what God is not doing in my life. You see how everything messes up when we don't learn how to love God the correct way? Because then it's all about me and everybody else's fault that things are happening to me. You know, and this person and that person, it's got to be about Jesus. It's got to be about Jesus. Everybody's standing all across the room. It's got to be about Jesus.